Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Pakistan have just, well, I would say this is a very, very good bowling performance. I think it's a pretty good track to bowl on from what I've seen. It doesn't look particularly easy to bat on. It's sticking in there. It looks even harder to bat on than the previous one. And yeah, I just think it's an absolute nightmare to a degree to bat on, to be honest with you. It doesn't look easy whatsoever. So Pakistan are now, well, we need to be chasing what we're chasing. We're chasing 119, which it should be pretty easy, but in saying that, Pakistan tend to make things pretty tough at times. So let's see if we can actually get it. I'd hope if we can get it within 13, 14 overs, that'd be amazing. But if we can even get it with 5 overs to spare, that'd be good as well. I don't want us to be in a position where we are having to grind it out and it becomes really boring. It's T20 cricket. I know it's a bit sticky in there, but we should have the batsmen to, I think, perform pretty well here. I'm hoping anyway, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be very wrong, to be fair. I never know with Pakistan how well we will bat and if there's a collapse in us, which there tends to be quite a bit. So let's see how that one goes as well. Innings break as well. Let me know what you think. Obviously, Pakistan had a couple of new players come in. Well, when I say new, we had Asif Ali come back in for Haider Ali, and we also had Arshad Iqbal make his debut. He looked pretty good as well, I thought. For anyone that doesn't know, he's only 20 years of age, and he actually plays for Karachi Kings in the PSL. So he's a pretty good player. He's performed quite well in the that franchise tournament and also domestically as well. It's probably a little bit early for him, but look, let's be honest. Scientific ideas says, where is the handsome dude? The handsome dude is Ushered, I think you're saying. So I won't take offense to that whatsoever. Ushered is he has to work, so he's on Cricket for Us 2.0. Thanks very much to Scientific Ideas for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really, really does help. And let me know what you think. Scientific Ideas, you had some good, you had some very interesting stuff on your radar, which is good. Right, let's have a look at the scorecard as well, because let's have a look. Okie dokies. Scientific Ideas says, I'm joking, you handsome too. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's okay. You don't need to flatter me. It's okay. Right, so I'm just thinking. I'm really disappointed, by the way, that the Sri Lanka Bangladesh Test Series is not on live TV in the UK. Shocker. Absolute shocker. If anyone does know who's in the UK, or even isn't, on how to watch it in the UK, maybe I missed something, then please do let me know, because I'd like to like watch it anyway if I'm not going to stream it. But on the Pakistan Zimbabwe game, just to look at the figures for that first innings, Hasnain, I mean, all the Pakistan bowlers pretty much did really well. The only one that was a little bit expensive was Danish Aziz, who is a part-timer. His first 2 overs were very good. He only went for he went for 29, though, in the end. 2 wickets, though, from that first 2 overs. A bit expensive in that third over. I think he went for 17, I think it was. So, yeah, the first two only went for 6 and over. Probably should have held him back, but it's fine. He still picked up 2 wickets. Hasnain picked up 2 wickets for 4.75 apiece. That's an economy of 4.75. And in addition to that, we also had Fahim Ashraf. 2 overs for 10 runs and only 1 wicket, but economy of 5. And Horace Rolfe and Arshad Iqbal was so good. 3.33 economy for Horace Rolfe and 1 wicket for him. And Arshad Iqbal, 1 wicket and economy of 4. So from his 4 overs, Usman Gardner as well bowled well. Economy of 7, 1 wicket for him as well from his 4 overs. So Pakistan very much in the driver's seat, but as we know, Pakistan can very, very quickly lose control of a winning situation. Right, so whilst we're in the innings break as well, if anyone has any questions on anything to do with, with cricket, it doesn't have to be Pakistan versus Zimbabwe, it can just be general cricket, please do let me know. Otherwise, I'll have a look and see. For Zimbabwe, I think they had a few changes from what I know. John Joy, by the way, looks a very decent player. I have to say they're obviously missing Sikandar Raza, as Usher pointed out in the stream. So yeah. And Kravas 2.0 says scientific ideas much appreciated, and he says, haha, Usher, by the way, what's your view about Azam Khan? Azam Khan is a very talented player. He is a very talented player. However, what I would say is he's pretty raw still. He's a little bit inexperienced as Azam Khan, so I wouldn't play him in the Pakistan team yet. Although I guess if you were going to play a team like Zimbabwe, no offense against Zimbabwe, it's probably the perfect time to just give him a taste of international cricket and see. But I think he still needs to develop his game. If I'm being honest with you, I think he is a little bit raw still. I think if you look at a good comparison as Haider Ali, right? And I know Haider Ali hasn't performed that well, but if you look at how complete they are as a batsman, I think Azam Khan has probably a better mentality. But if you look at his all-round game in terms of his technical aspects and also how he plays, I think one that can be slightly improved. And in addition to that, his fitness, which he is working on as well, needs to slightly be improved. And he is continuing to do that. I definitely see him in the team in maybe a year, 2 years' time. I'd say probably a year and a half if we're being realistic. But I think for now it's probably a little bit too early. That's my views on it. I'd like him to get some more domestic games and franchises, especially if he's going to make T20 cricket under his belt and just build on that experience and continue to develop. Cricket for Us 2.0 Usher says, I do have to get back to work, but I wanted to ask about Ollie Stone, who just bagged 70 first-class wickets at an average of 16-17. Thoughts? Ollie Stone, I saw a spell to... Yeah, I saw a spell as to Cook yesterday, and he didn't get him out, but he just bowled so well. He bowls at pace. He gets the ball to move as well, both ways. He's improved a lot. He really has. He used to be someone who just would bowl very quick, didn't really have much shape. And yeah, I genuinely think for me, he's definitely one for the future for England. There's also Ollie Robinson, who plays for Sussex, who's got unbelievable figures as well. So I think those two, and they would complement each other quite well because Ollie Stone is very quick and has that kind of little bit of X factor. Ollie Robinson, even the two Ollies. Ollie Robinson puts on a very good line and length and gets it to nibble off the seam. Not quite as quick, but yeah, hits the deck really hard. So it'll be really interesting. Scientific Idea says, am I the only one who thinks Pakistan are wasting time not playing Azam Khan already? No, I think, and kind of as Cricket for Us 2.0 is saying here, I think Azam Khan may be a little green. I would bring him in the side maybe in a year or so. Yeah, I agree. That would be my thoughts as well, as I said. And Scientific Idea says, I think the only reason Pakistan hasn't played Azam already is because of his fitness. If he was fitter, he would be playing already. Maybe. I genuinely, I don't know. I think maybe he would be, but I think that would probably be wrong, if that makes sense. Like, I genuinely think they should be giving him time to develop, and he's still very young. So let's see how he performs. For example, he hasn't been super consistent as well. If you look at it with the bat, for example, a good example, the PSL, he wasn't super consistent for Quetta. He had one or two knocks where he batted quite well. Didn't score a 50, I don't think, either. So look, I mean, I understand why he's good, but I think he needs to continue developing. Scientific Idea says, yeah, I just think teams need to take punts with wild talents in T20 cricket. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I don't think there's any harm in saying... I think there is harm, for example, if you play him against a team like South Africa or New Zealand or Australia or India, for example, and he plays really well, and then you drop him because you say, oh, actually, that was just a taste. And obviously that's wrong because you've kind of put yourself in a catch-22. But if you do play him against a side, and again, no offense to someone like Zimbabwe, you can say, okay, well, you've just scored 60 not out, but that is only Zimbabwe, and you can say beforehand, well, this is your chance to have a taste of international cricket. We just want to see how you are. You know, we most likely we will just say to you, go back to domestic cricket, keep on improving, but we'd like to give you, a little bit of a taste. So that would be good. Mohammed Hussain says, for some reason, I'm actually glad that Pakistan dropped Haider Ali from the lineup. Hopefully, this will bring a bit more urgency in his game, a bit more hunger to perform. You know, I'm mixed on this. I was a little bit disappointed because I wanted him to play the whole series and just see how he does, because I know he's been in pretty bad form. But different players react to different things. Some players, they react really well to being dropped, and it helps them, like you're saying. Uh, kind of, it's a little bit of a kick up the backside to say, look, your place is not cemented here. But there's also some players who, if you drop them, their confidence goes really low, and you need to persist with them. So, for example, someone like Fucker Zaman, we persisted with him, and now he's become good. So that's worked for us. But there are some players, as you said, like if you drop them, they come back better. So let's see. Hopefully, it is the first option, and he does come back better for it. And I'd like to see him in the side. I think he's better than Asif Ali. At least he'll get you 10 at a decent run rate. But Asif Ali, I'm just not a massive fan of. We really are struggling with that finisher role, aren't we? I'm not saying this. Hopefully, he finds his way back to the Pakistan team before the World Cup and performs well. Then, yeah, I agree. And it's funny because I had a discussion with the cricket connoisseur on this, and I'd like to know what you guys think. So, he said that he thinks Haider Ali batting as a finisher is almost too hard for him because he feels like he has to hit from ball one, but he's a better player than having to just finish. And he said, realistically, if you're going to play him, you should play him as a top four batsman. And because he has, more shot selection, but realistically, at the moment, Pakistan's top four is cemented, I would say. So he probably doesn't make his way into that. So it's either 5 or 6, which is your finishing roles, right? My initial thoughts were actually with Haider Ali, though, it would be good for him to be at 5 or 6 because then you can eventually work his way up the order. But to be fair, what I probably was thinking about was Test cricket and also ODIs. But in T20s, you have to just pretty much slap it from ball one, don't you? You have to just hit from ball one. And maybe that's why he's been struggling. I don't know. But then for Peshawar Zalmi, he was doing pretty well, wasn't he, as a finisher? So it's a weird one. It's a very tricky one, I would say. He also scored a debut. Sorry, he also scored a 50 on debut even at number 3 against England away from home on his T20 debut, Haider Ali. So I don't know. Mohammed Hussain says when Hafiz will retire, Haider Ali will move up to his position. Yeah, I can see that happening. Scientific Idea says also Pakistan are missing a trick by dropping Amal Wasim too. I agree, 100%. I think he actually is probably, which sounds crazy, he's probably the best finisher we have in Pakistan cricket at the moment, which is pretty crazy to say. Scientific Idea says he should be a good squad player in T20 cricket with his skills. Yeah, agreed. Mohammed Hussain says in Test, Haider Ali will have to open because in first class he has been opening. Okay, that's interesting. He opens the batting in first class cricket. What's his figures like in first class cricket? It can't be amazing, I would imagine. Well, maybe it is, and maybe that's why people are saying actually he's better than what it looks like. Babar Azam and Mohammed Rizwan now finally at the crease. It's been quite a long time. Quite a big break, hasn't it? Mohammed Hussain says in ODIs he can bat number 4 and number 5. Yeah, I agree. I think maybe the best thing to do is actually say, well, in T20s you're in the squad and we might use you, but in ODIs there's less pressure to bat at 5 or 6. Because realistically, you might have to finish a game, but you still probably got 10, 15 overs, right? Which means if you've got 10, 15 overs, you can take a couple of overs to get settled and then go. And that will probably help him. Honda Sain says 49 is his average. Wow. So he's clearly not a bad longer format player as well. So that's interesting. In fact, let's have a look at all his stats actually from first class cricket because sometimes Pakistan have the tendency to pick a player in the wrong format to start off with, which is a bit crazy. I don't know why we're taking so long to start here. Strange. Anyways, whilst we're waiting, so first class, as Mohammed Hussain said, let's have a look. Yes, he's played 8 games. His average, I've got him on Hussain from Quick Info, is 47. So similar to what you said anyway, though. 200s and 350s, only 8 games, yeah. Still very good. List day is 46. That's from 13 matches. Strike rate of 91 as well. It's pretty good. 100 and 450s. And in T20s, domestically, average of 25. So I'd like to see him in the ODI squad. Why not? His average is pretty damn good. And I think he'd be more suited there because I feel like he wouldn't slog from ball one. And I feel like when he tries to slog, it just isn't good. Scientific Idea says Haider averages 46 in first class cricket. He's a star in the making. I would be stunned if he doesn't become a 10-year player. Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely a talent. It's more a question of can he consistently as a player, I guess, have that better mentality, which is what he needs. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for listening and tuning in and watching as well. Please do remember to like this video. It really does help the channel grow, and also subscribe to the channel. Again, it really does help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. You're all legends. And a very good start here from Muzrabani. Very good delivery first up, just shaping away from 100 as one. Really, really good. He gets a lot of extra bounce here as well. He's probably their main danger man, I would say, from Zimbabwe. From the scenes, says Hydra needs to start scoring more hundreds more often. Mohammed then he's hardly played any games. I think you're being a bit harsh. If he averages, 47 and 46 in first class and list A formats, I mean that's a bit harsh to say he should be scoring hundreds consistently. He hasn't played many games, so I think let's see how he does. Mohammed Hasnain says Qasim Akram is also a very good player. He did very well in the list A season. Yeah, I think I've heard of him. He's a pretty good player as well. Pakistan have got a lot of talented players, to be fair, in that first class system, as Rizwan just flicks that into the leg side for 2, which is good. 2, although off the first 3 balls, a very tight start here from Zimbabwe. And Scientific Ideas says, did you hear the news about Sikandar Razan? No, I didn't. Let me have a look. What happened? Is it some kind of crazy news going on? Oh, whoa, what is this? Hey? On his Twitter, it says, did he have a tumor and cancer scare? That's crazy if that's the case. So I want to thank you all for your prayers. Prayers certainly were answered, and I've been cleared of tumor and cancer, which is nothing short of a miracle. I'm short of words to express and show how grateful I am to you and all your prayers. What? So did he have a tumor? Wow. Did he have a tumor removed then? That is crazy if that's the case. Well, I'm glad to know that he's okay. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Let's be honest. Good pull shot there from 100 one. He likes to play it almost like a tennis shot, tennis forehand, and hits it down to the man at deep mid wicket. One of the saying says, in Leicester, I mean, Hayder needs to score more centuries. Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, he's only played 13 matches, though, Mohammed Hasnain. So you're being a bit harsh, I think, if I'm being honest with you. I think give him time. Give him time. At 4 or 5 as well, you got to remember, scoring 100 in an ODI match at 4 or 5 is not the easiest thing to do. It depends when you come in. That's why your majority you'll score more 50s. Mohammed Stain says, hopefully he will get well soon. Sikandar Raza. Quick for us 2.0 says, Raza has a bone marrow infection. Oh no, it's horrible. It looks like he's been cleared of a tumor and cancer, which is good. That's a very good start, by the way, from Zimbabwe. Only 3 off it, which is a very tight start from Rabani. But yeah, good to know that at least from what I've just seen on his Twitter, it looks like he is in pretty good spirits anyway, which is good. Mohammed Singh says he opens in list day 2. Hey? I thought you said he's at 4 or 5. Oh, he does. Okay. Oh no, you said in ODIs he come back at number 4 or 5. Okay. Fair enough. Guys in the chat as well, as I said, please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel to grow. You're all legends. Thank you very much for doing so. Also, if you are interested, do feel free to check me out on Instagram. It's at qualityshot.f, and also on Twitter, it's at qualityshot1. Mohammed says, I was just saying he can bat at 4 or 5 for Team Pakistan. Okay, very good shot there from Mohammed Rizwan, the left-hander of Nagrava. Going across Mohammed Rizwan, he just opens the face of the bat and down towards backward point. Very, very good shot. Let's have a look. Yeah, really good shot from Mohammed Rizwan. It's Engarava. Oh my god, I'm going to butcher his name. Hold on 1 second. Engarava. There we go. Got it there. Got it in the end. Engarava. Very good shot by Mohammed Rizwan, and not the ideal start for Engarava. But this time a much better, much tighter line, and that is a dot ball. Frost 2.0 says, please hit that like button. Yes, thank you very much. Please do hit that like button. And he also says, Engarava. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I was struggling a lot, wasn't I? I was struggling with that one. Madhavir as well. And just showing Sean Williams' dismissal and how he got out. Not very happy, is he? Oh, can't believe it, mate, is what he's saying to himself. Mohammad Rizwan is 7 off 7. Bob Razum only faced the lone ball for no run. It is, that should be a single. And it is a single. It's 8 for naught off 1.3 overs. Scientific Idea says, what is Ngarava? Ngarava is a player. Richard Ngarava, to be specific. He plays for Zimbabwe. He's bowling right now. He's a left-arm fast medium bowler. Played 8 matches for 9 wickets, 9.94 economy, and a best of 2 for 35. Says, okay, the bowler. Yeah, exactly. One understanding says, the problem with misfunctioning middle order is that as soon as you lose a couple of wickets earlier, you just can't come back. Yeah, I agree, 100%. I think having a good middle order is really crucial, especially for Pakistan. Like, let's be honest, right? As a Pakistan fan, realistically, we will more often than other teams, we will lose wickets quite regularly. So if that's the case, then we end up relying on the middle order to actually score more runs than other teams may need them to. So even more so, we need to have a very strong middle order, is what I would say. Good bowling there from Ngarava as well. This is after a pretty poor start on that first delivery. He has come back very well here, to be fair. Only 6 off the over so far, which is pretty good. Scientific Idea says, yeah, I'm watching. Nice one. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm assuming most of the guys in the chat will be thinking that Pakistan will wrap this up pretty easily. Let me know if you think Zimbabwe's got a chance here. And also, who do you think is going to get runs, I think, is the most important thing. This time, it's a very good shot again from Holders One, just opening the face of the bat. It's funny because his bat is very far away from his body. So from a technical point of view, you look at that and a lot of coaches will be holding their head in their hands in frustration, saying, what's he doing? Because his bat's so far away from his body. And it looks like he's slightly out of control, but his head's still, and he's balanced when he hits it, so he's all good. Another saying says, okay, Rizwan and Barbara opening seems promising, but on a supporting pitch, you never know. 1 or 2 good balls, and you are done. Yeah, I agree. Which is why I think Mohammad Hafiz being in form is really, really vital for Pakistan. He's been one of the best T20 players for the last 2 years in the world. And, he hasn't been the most fantastic form in the last, I would say, 3 or 4 months. So we need him to be in good form come the T20 World Cup. I don't mind him not being in it now, but when we get to that T20 World Cup, he has to be. Scientific Idea says yes, the W is in the bag of Misbah already. As we say, it's over. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, you say that, Scientific Ideas, but realistically, Pakistan, I don't know, man. I don't know. They scare me, man. They scare me. Right, okay, so Muzur Rabbani is the guy who I think is the biggest threat to Pakistan, right? But he is, I think you just need to realize how to play him, and you know that he's going to have that extra bounce. You know that he's not particularly quick, and he's going to stick in there, and he's going to bang at that back of a length line. So that's what Pakistan just need to look at and say, well, this is how we do it. We need to make sure that we combat that. Someone like Bob Razam and Rizwan will be playing on the back foot for the most part. Rizwan's 10 off 12, Bob Razam 1 off 2. I hope Pakistan don't take it easy. I know we only need to be going at 5.5 and over, but let's try and be quite ahead of the rate if possible. If we can be going at 7s at least, that would be good. So far, we're going at the rate, which is not ideal. And again, Bob Razam, that's a very loose shot. That's a very, very loose shot from Bob Razam. It's an outside edge, and that will be 1 run. Pretty wild there from Bob Razam. Trying to hit on the up. Trying to drive on the up is pretty difficult against Muzur Rabbani on a stopping pitch. He's got to be careful there. He needs to play that later, softer hands. Scientific Idea says that Muzur Rabbani gives Alzari Joseph vibes. Okay, fair enough. I think Azari Joseph is probably he's slightly shorter, I think, and a bit quicker. But I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Right, yeah. 13 for naught off 2.4 overs, target of 119. Rizwan is 11 off 13, and Barbara is 2 off 3. This is going to be a test. I'll tell you the reason why is because, yes, the bowling attack of Zimbabwe is not as good as South Africa, but these pitches are a lot harder to bat on. So I think it's a pretty good challenge for the batsman, especially someone like Bob Razum. That's much better. So he plays that a lot later, Bob Razum, opens the face of the bat down to third man, realizes that, okay, I need to play the ball a bit later here because if I go hard at the ball on this track, most likely I will nick off. So much better from him. 14 for naught off 2.5 overs and 1 ball remaining. This has been a very good and assured start from Zimbabwe, I would say. Yes, they haven't picked up a wicket, but in terms of being quite tight as well, they have been. Only the one boundary, I think, for Pakistan, which is from Mohammad Rizwan. And that's another dot ball to finish up. So very good over from Musrabani once again. That is only 4 off it. So I think Pakistan have maybe identified him as the danger man and are happy to soak up some deliveries off him and maybe target the others. It's 14 for naught off 3 overs. I don't know. As a Pakistan fan, I'd like us to be being a bit more proactive if possible. It doesn't look like the easiest track to bat on. As I said, I think it looks pretty hard to bat on, but it looks quite sticky and almost wet. But you know, we should be pretty good. Scientific idea says, "Did you see the table?" No, I didn't. I didn't see the table. What's the table that you're talking about? Scientific ideas. Let me know. Let me know. I didn't see the table. I'm assuming you mean a graphic. Let's have a look at this. Scientific idea says Hafiz has a strike rate of 102 in power plays. Wow. But to be fair, scientific ideas, Hafiz, if you think about it, Hafiz doesn't normally play in the power play. The first 6 overs, he's not normally in there by that time. And also, if he is, he's trying to rebuild because we've lost early wickets. Also, he's been playing T20 cricket for a very long time. So the start of his T20 career was it was not particularly good. It was pretty bad. He's only become very good at T20s in the last, I'd say, 2-3 years. Before that, he was a pretty average T20 player, if I'm being honest with you. So it doesn't surprise me too much. But I guess it'll surprise someone who's been watching him the last couple of years for sure. Because you think, what? But I think he's played he's in the top 10 players for most T20 international matches played. So he's played a hell of a lot. 15 for naught and Ngarava even, sorry, is back on. Scientific idea says they showed the table of strike rates of all Pakistani batters in the power plays. Nice, okay, that's cool. I'm assuming we don't have many people that have pretty good strike rates in the power play. Pakistan don't tend to be great. Scientific idea says he has 870 runs in the power play at 102. Yeah, so that's a lot of runs, isn't it? That is a lot of runs. It shows his experience and age, I guess. And Grava this time very tight to Bob Razum, and he's playing it very late, but almost just patting it down. He doesn't look too assured here, Bob Razum. I don't think he's too assured on this track. Karim Rizwan, I think, struggling a little bit to find some rhythm. Can be difficult on this type of track. Scientific idea says that current Hafiz would be better, I suppose. Yeah, 100%. I think it would be, but it probably wouldn't be super high. I reckon it'd be something like 120, 125 probably. Because again, like if we've lost wickets, I don't think he's going to be going super hard at the ball. He'll be looking to build there. Scientific idea says he has worked to achieve that baseball bat swing. Yeah, a little bit. He's got that flat bat shot, doesn't he, that he utilizes quite well, which is interesting. But it's not a bad one. Mohammed Hussain says Zimbabwe cricket is doing no favour to themselves by producing such pitches. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? I think it's probably slightly good for the batsman, as in it will help their batsman improve, but I don't know. It's not. It's not. I think it's a weird one, and that's a very good over. By the way, only two off it. I would say that realistically, if you want a T20 game, you want to be having scores of what I would like scores of something around 150 to 180. I think it's pretty good. 160 to 180. I think is ideal for me. I think that's pretty good. That to me shows a balance between bat and ball. Anything kind of lower or higher then probably indicates to me that either a team has been pretty poor or the pitch is not fantastic. Most matches won in T20 internationals, by the way, is Pakistan. We've won 103, which is interesting. We've also played the most as well, which again is very interesting. So obviously Pakistan banging out the T20s. Mohammed Hussein says, "How will they attract fans?" Yeah, yeah. Scientific Idea says, "Where are you watching Sky?" No, Freeview Sports on Sky, but it's not a Sky channel. It's called Freeview Sports. Yeah. 17 for naught. And guys in chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you can also click the notification bell as well to make sure you get alerted to all the new videos. If anyone that's new like Scientific Ideas, I also actually have done cricket interviews with professional players like Ahmed Asif from Peshawar Zalmi, and also Hayden Walsh Jr., West Indian cricketer, and also a lot of county cricketers as well. So do feel free to check them out on the channel. I also do reviews as well, similar to Ushtred, and analysis, etc. And some fun little videos, which will be releasing soon. Net battles, to name one. Scientific Idea says, I am watching on fan code. Okay, nice. Where are you based, Scientific Ideas? And are you in the US? Sri Lanka? Pakistan? Scientific Idea says, we'll check them out for sure. Nice. Yeah, let me know what you think. Good. That's a very good shot from Bob Razum this time. Finds the middle of the bat, cuts that away to the boundary, and that's the deep cover boundary. And finally, he finds the middle for once, I guess. It's Muzrabani again, and on the front foot actually, which is pretty crazy to think about putting on the front foot on this track. But it's Barbara Azam, and he loves playing on the front foot. Good shot and a good boundary for Pakistan. Scientific Idea says nope. India, nice one. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, of course. Fan code's in India, isn't it as well? Yeah, nice one. 21 for naught off 4.3 overs, and Muzrabani running in. Fuller length this time, punched down the ground, so he's timed that pretty well. They were looking to run a single, but no single available. That's probably a good call. It's good fielding from Zimbabwe there as well. Better stuff from Bob Razum. He's starting to find a little bit of rhythm, which is what you need from your star player, isn't it? Let's be honest. And also 5 from this over with 2 balls remaining. I think Pakistan will be looking to get at least 7 from this now. They need to start upping the ante. This power play has been very, very slow. Yes, no wickets taken or lost for Pakistan, but it's not ideal. And again, that's a good line and length from Muzrabani up to chest height and not giving Bob Razum any width. So he tries to work it to the leg side, but can only hit it straight to mid-on. Bob Razum also sponsored by Green Nichols now, by the way, which is quite interesting. English brand. And they absolutely love him. They post about him all the time, Green Nichols, on social media. Yeah, he's moved from his SH bat, I think it was before, to Grey Nichols now. So interesting, very very interesting. Well bowled, very well bowled, solid for defensive. A very good line length from Azrabani. Finishes up well. Only 5 from that over. All right, 21 for naught or 5. Let's update the scoreboard. Pakistan going at just over 4 and over, which is pretty bad, if I'm being honest. But as I said, at least we haven't lost a wicket, so I guess that's what they'll be banking on. But don't want too much pressure. A scientific idea says I enjoy Pakistan cricket very much. It used to be my second favorite team when I was a kid. Nice one. That's cool. Oh, actually, if you're from India as well, I also did an Indian domestic structure. Hold on. Oh no, Rizwan. See, this is what I mean. He's stopped in the surface. It's what is this? Why is he's he's celebrating with his shoe like it's a phone. Oh, crazy. Rizwan has gone to drive that on the up and it stopped in the surface. He's early on the shot and he's chipped it straight to short cover. And that's what I mean. This surface is not easy to bat on. You really got to watch it. Let's have a look. Goes too hard at the ball, not with soft hands. Needs to go with soft hands and really should be playing on the back foot to that as well. I'll be honest. Very good start to the over. And yeah, the celebration was hilarious. And John Joy with a very, very good start. And he's having a pretty good series as John Joy. Mohammed Rizwan has to go 13 of 18 for him. Pretty disappointing, let's be honest. But it is what it is. 21 for 1 of 5.1 overs. And yeah, scientific ideas. I also did. I actually had one of my subscribers on who's a really nice guy, and he's played under 19s cricket. He played under 19s cricket for Ahmedabad, and he played with Akshar Patel and Jasprit Bumrah. And we did a video together, and I asked him about his experiences and also the kind of domestic structure and setup in India. So there's a video on that I've got on my channel as well. So do check it out if you're interested, which I'm assuming you may be because he gave some good insight into Akshar Patel and Jasprit Bumrah at youth level and how they've, I guess, changed and been brought up coming through the system, which I thought was quite interesting to hear about. To be fair, and also the impact, I guess, of the IPL that it's had in India and what changes it's brought about, which I thought was quite cool. Fucker is a man in form at the moment as well. He is definitely a man in form. Comes in strike rate of 137. I think he's gonna struggle here. I'm gonna be honest with you because this surface is not gonna suit him. He likes the ball coming on. He likes the ball. He likes surfaces where it comes on quick. So let's see. So Tark says, "Hey, Fazana's Pakistan winning." I mean, we bowled them out for a very good total. So Tark, we bowled them out for 118. We're chasing 119, but we are only 22 for 1 or 5 overs. The pitch is very bowler friendly. If I'm being honest with you, it's very, very sticky and also bouncy as well. And it's stopping. He says, "Are they playing in Pakistan?" No, they're playing in Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe tend to, I guess, prepare these very bowler-friendly pitches, which can be quite fun to watch at times. But this is not extreme, but it's a lot worse than I would say the first one, where 141 we scored 140 odd. Here it looks like it's stopping even more on this track. So it's pretty tough to bat on. It looks quite spongy. It looks like it's rained as well in Zimbabwe. It looks like the pitch wasn't covered almost. It looks pretty wet. Good shot from Bob Ross. That's a cracking shot on the up. And he's driven that through the covers. And wow, I mean, I wasn't expecting a shot like that because on this surface, as I said, I don't think it's easy. But he just rocks on the back foot, stays upright, and just punches that through the cover region for 4. Really, really good shot from Bob Razum. Just pure timing. Like, didn't it's actually an off cutter from John Joy, and Bob Razum cuts that. It's just backward of cover. Very, very good shot for 4, and looks like he's starting to flow. Oh, good little inducker there from John Joy. Fantastic fielding. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable fielding in the outfield there. It's a very good flick shot from Bob Razum. Looks like it's going to go past him. He dives, unbelievable dive, and almost a run out there. Unbelievable stuff there. Scientific Idea says that these pitches level the playing field. Yes, I think maybe they do actually. To be fair, because I think Pakistan's batting, especially the middle order, is pretty weak, so it probably definitely helps. I think as a spectacle, it's probably not the best thing to watch. Oh, if it was a direct hit, it was gone. Let's have a look. He's in though. He's in by quite a bit. But yeah, I agree. I think the pitches probably level it slightly. I think what I would say is that Zimbabwe they need to be careful because these types of pitches you won't find them in any other, well, really in any other country, I guess. Um, So you don't want it to be too bowler friendly. I think you want it to be a little bit less bowler friendly, if I'm being honest with you. But in terms of this specific match, I agree. I think this will be quite intriguing. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park like maybe we were thinking after that first over for sure. John Roy's done very well in this first over, only 5 off it and a wicket to boot as well. Bob Rosen pulling again, this time to mid wicket again, but no run. It's 26 for 1 off 6 overs, and Pakistan is struggling a little bit to find momentum really in this chase so far. It's been pretty slow going, but it's been some tight bowling from Zimbabwe, utilizing the helpful conditions here as well. So really, really good stuff. Right, so in between overs. $26 for 1 off 6. Pakistan Zaman is 1 off 1. Satak says, what is Pakistan's schedule until the T20 World Cup? So we're playing England in July, T20s and ODIs. Then they are coming to us in October as well. I think Asia Cup as well. I don't know if that's going ahead, but I'm assuming it is. So I guess we've got that. And what else? I think we're playing West Indies. I think in West Indies. Wesley Madhvir is on. Did an interview with Hamid Qadri, who played under 19 England World Cup. Sorry, played for England in the under 19 World Cup, also for Kent as well. He said Wesley Madhvir is the best player he's ever played against. They're same age, 20 years of age. So yeah, I think that's a schedule. I know I should mention New Zealand. I can't find it confirmed, but I know there's talks about it. I guess it all depends on the COVID protocols, etc. But I'm hoping we can get some good matches under our belt. Realistically, the best preparation would be to play against India in India because the World Cup's in India, but obviously that's not going to happen. So I think it's going to be, well, we'll see. Fantastic shot from Bob Rosen, by the way. Just rocked to the back foot, hit that backward of point, and just pure timing and finds the gap. Scientific Idea says, "Are you a boxing enthusiast?" Yes, I am. So for anyone that doesn't know and is new to this channel, I cover cricket, but I also cover boxing and tennis as well. So do check out the channel for, do check out the channel if you're interested in boxing as well. I've got a lot of boxing interviews, Scientific Ideas as well. Probably around 27, 28 boxing interviews with former world champions, world title challengers, etc. So yeah, check it out. And also analysis reviews, etc. So Tart says, are they playing all away tours? Yes. No, they're not. So England is coming to Pakistan in October. We're playing away in England in July. Then they're coming in October, I think. West Indies, I think we are going there. So I think the only home tour is. I think the only home tour is England, I think. I could be wrong. And when I say a tour, it's not really a tour, it's just a couple of T20s. So I think apart from that, we're away actually. Which is a bit annoying, isn't it? It's a bit of a nightmare. It's pretty good over there from Madhvir. 6 off it. 32 for 1 off 7 overs. Scientific Idea says, I've only watched one pro boxing match in my life when Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I watch Indian boxers in the Olympics, World Championships, etc., but they're amateurs. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, if you're interested, feel free to check them out. Otherwise, I've got a lot of cricket content. I pretty much release cricket content daily. In terms of like what I cover more, I mean, realistically, if you look at the portion of videos, I cover a lot more cricket than I do boxing and tennis, but I do still cover it pretty comprehensively. Tennis, I cover the Grand Slams, and boxing, I will cover weekly, but cricket's pretty much daily. Really good shot from Barbara Azam. That's a very, very good shot. Again, just punching that backward a point again, playing it later, using the spin, and Ryan Bell, the leg spin, is on, and that's a very good, very, very good shot, a quality shot, if you will. 36 for 1 here, and only, I mean, if we can get this cash in this over, that'd be fantastic. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. Thank you very much. So Dark says those T20s against England and Pakistan will be vital for the World Cup. Yeah, probably the best practice we'll get, right? I agree. I 100% agree. I think it will be vital, which is slightly sad, I guess, in a way, because I was hoping that we would be able to get, more people to Pakistan before the World Cup, because it is, yes, India is slightly different to Pakistan in terms of the pitches, but they're kind of as similar as you're going to get if you're not going to go to India, I guess, unless you go to Sri Lanka or a Bangladesh. But yeah, right, here we go. Right, Fakhar Zaman's only 2 off 5, so he's been struggling. This is going to be Intizak. He's got to go, though. That's good bowling for Ryan Bell. Really good. Tightens it up on a 4-stump line. Very, very good stuff. I'm impressed. Very impressed. Right, Fakhar Zaman. If he can just get into his arc, he will really love it. Here we go. All that time he tries to go for it. Oh, it's straight to the man. It's not in his arc. Fakhar Zaman, he was eyeing that boundary. He was eyeing it. You could see he was eyeing going across, but it's actually wider this time from Ryan Bell. He hasn't actually gone into his arc, and he's tried to go across. He's towed that straight to the man at long on. That is pretty poor batting from Fakhar Zaman. Oh dear. Pakistan are not in a very good place here, and Mohammad Hafiz will have to come in. Hopefully, he can find a bit of form, because Pakistan at the moment are in a pretty poor position. Scientific Idea says 7 Indian girl boxers won the gold medal in World Youth Boxing Championships yesterday. We have a massive crop of young boxers coming up. Okay, that's cool. But sadly, they weren't ever turned professional. Yeah, because there's actually more Pakistani boxers, or like of Pakistani descent, that are professionals than Indian, which is very interesting. I guess it's not very. I guess it's not particularly big in India, is it, boxing? Whereas, like in Pakistan, because we had Amir Khan, who is British, but he's set up like boxing gyms in Pakistan, so that's helped. Scientific Idea says gone. Yeah, he says my only problem with these pictures is mediocre bowlers look world class here. I agree. I think a little bit too helpful for my liking, but look, it's the same for both teams. So if we lose, we shouldn't lose. But if we lose, like, it's our own fault. On the saying says that it's a very slow pitch, so playing shots in the air unless it's too full is just stupid. Yeah, I think you've got to, unless you get to the pitch, right? You've really got to get to the pitch of the ball, which is what you're saying. Unless it's too full, so if you use your feet to get to the pitch of the spinners, then yeah, it's fine. But yeah, right, okie dokies. So last ball of the over, then I'm just going to relocate to a different room. So I'll still be on, don't worry, I'll still be talking whilst I move, but you might just get a little bit of a house tour. Right, here we go. That is no run. So 37 for 2 off 8 overs. And I'm just going to move, so bear with me whilst I do so. Okie dokies. Apologies for that little bit of interruption. Right. Whilst we have the over break, I will go downstairs. Right. Got some comments here. Hello. So it says, I like Hafiz, Shikar and Hafiz. Shikar and Hafiz were the only two players who smiled and shook hands during the last World Cup match. That's cool. Yeah, I think they're both. To be fair, I think Pakistan and India players, they kind of like each other, don't they? Mm. Right, let me just update as well. Scientific Idea says in India, boxing means Olympics. Pro boxing is still not a thing. That's very interesting. Shikar and Hafiz are the two most improved T20 batsmen in the world, as well as Sardar. Sorry, even. Shikhar Dhawan though, would he make the India squad? He didn't do very well against England, did he? He got dropped. Would he be opening for India? I mean, I know he's been doing quite well on the. Again, I don't watch the IPL, but I know he's been doing pretty well there. So I guess, and India don't have any more. They don't have any more games, do they? They've only got the IPL, and that's literally it, which is crazy. That's crazy, by the way. Honest Name says Hafiz plays really well on slow pitches, and so does Bob. I really hope these two finish the game. Me too, buddy. Me too. Right. So, what's going on with all these adverts and stuff? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Are we going to get back to the cricket, please? Yeah, thank you very much. 38 for 2 off 9 overs. 1 off that last over. Come on, man. What's going on? Sort it out. That's so poor. Not happy at all. Not happy, bunny. Scientific Idea says Shikhar used to strike 120 in the IPL for the first 7 to 8 years. Now he strikes at 150 almost in the last 2 to 3 years. But in the oh no, I get that, and that's what I'm saying. But then for India, he doesn't seem to be able to replicate it. I don't know. My understanding says I don't understand how Usman Ghazi went for more than a runner ball on this pitch. That's true. That's true. I mean, it's looking a pretty good track, isn't it, for bowling spin? To be fair, I don't know, man. It's crazy. The Dark says that we have 10 opening batsmen for the World Cup. IPL is the entrance exam for the World Cup. Whoever does good will be selected. Is that fair, though, Satak? Is that fair? Because, for example, if you just had a very good season against England before, that's international cricket, should you be judged on the IPL? Do you know what I'm saying? Is that fair? Like, say, for example, you've had a fantastic 6 months in the T20s for India, you average 50 plus. Then the IPL, you just don't have a particularly good tournament. Is it fair that then you're not selected for the T20 squad? That's my question. Now, you might say to me, yes, that's fair because this year the World Cup is going to be in India. So the conditions are very similar. We don't have any more T20 games to play. So, yeah, like it makes sense. But at the same time, I think international cricket needs to take precedent in terms of your form. So it's an interesting one. Let me know. Scientific Idea says, but people still judge him. I think he's talking about Shikhar Dhawan for his initial years. He is much better than KL Rahul now. Fair enough. One of the things says playing spin is looking like hell right now. It is not looking great, is it? Very good shot from Bob Razum, but only 1 run. Straight to the sweeper. And that will be the 10 overs. So we're at the halfway mark, and Pakistan are struggling like hell, by the way. It's 44 for 2 off 10 overs. What is going on? This is just crazy. We are going so. This is like A slow start to an ODI game. Crazy. So Tart says, well, KL is the best opener for us since the last 4 years, but he's not striking. But what do you do then? Like, I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? I mean, do you back him? Thing is, like, you talk about openers, right? So, Tark, you just said about openers, and we're having this open discussion. Surely there's no discussion because Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are going to be opening. Virat Kohli said, I'm going to be opening in the T20s now for India. So if he's opening in the T20s and the IPL, he will be opening for India, which means you're going to have Virat Kohli and also Rohit Sharma opening. What a shot, by the way, from Bob Razem. Rocks on the back foot, cuts that away. That's what we need. More of that, please. Backward of point. Really good shot. 4 runs off the first ball of the over. So, yeah, there's not even any discussion, really. I completely forgot. So, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, that's it. Done. Done and dusted. KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan, and then the squad, but they're not going to play. If they do, they won't be opening, that's for sure. Scientific Idea says Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Rahul, Shikhar, and Ishan Kishan. Ishan Kishan, by the way, you're saying that he's an opener, but doesn't he bat at like 4? Doesn't he bat at like number 4 for Mumbai Indians? So is he not a number 4? Like, why would he open? Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Or is he better as an opener? Does he just not open because Mumbai Indians have such good openers, so they just put him down to 4? Scientific Idea says KL had a spectacular record in international T20s until the England series, but we could see his downfall coming after last year's IPL. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Tatar says you're wrong. No, you're wrong. No, I'm joking. He said she will open. I think you mean he said he will open. Because Virat Kohli is not a she unless I'm wrong. But I'm joking. I love you, said Tark. Don't get mad at me. He says he said he will open in the IPL, which he's doing now. He hasn't said anything for the World Cup. Yeah, but surely if he's going to open, right? If he's going to open in the IPL, and he also said, I can remember he opened the last T20 against England, right? He opened the last T20 against England, and he said, "I'm going to be opening now going forward in the IPL." Surely that means if he's going to open, why would he open in the IPL if he's not going to open for India? It makes no sense. I would be so surprised if he doesn't open. I would be shocked if he doesn't open the T20 World Cup. He said we want our best after the opening of India. He said we want our best players opening the batting to face the most amount of deliveries, which is a bit peak to everyone else because he's saying that him and Rohit Sharma are the best. But fair enough, like they've earned it, I guess. I guess Mohammed Hussain says, I remember in 2018 we chased 180 plus against Australia on a Zimbabwe pitch. I remember that, yeah. That was in Harare, yeah. We chased 187. That was our highest ever chase until the last series against South Africa, where we chased 189 and then 204. So good stats there, Mohammed Hussain. Why aren't they making pitches like that? No idea. Don't ask me. Scientific Idea says, lost spam in the chat. Yeah, I had to put them in timeout, unfortunately. Scientific Idea says, no, he's an opener. He can't get the opening slot in the IPL because of Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got you. I got you. Oh, good little punch into the offside there. I like that. Very good stuff, guys, in the chat as well. Thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. Thank you very much, you're all legends. Pakistan are trundling along here, to be honest, to say the least. 53 for 2 off 11.1 overs, and I'm hoping that Pakistan pick up the pace because this is pretty slow stuff. And I know we're only chasing 119, but this has been a very interesting watch, to say the least. Renal says, good morning, everyone. Morning, quality shot. Morning, Renal. How are you doing? Scientific Idea says, even Rishabh Pant used to open in limited overs cricket until Delhi Capital started batting him in the middle order. Okay, interesting. I assume he's better as a middle order batsman, no? I don't know. Who knows? What do I know? What do I know, eh? Fazan Khan says, morning, and what circle of hell did this pitch come from? Or is Pakistan doing a Pakistan and trying to make the opposition look good? I think good pull shot. But only one. It's the pitch, to be honest with you, Fazan, if I'm being honest with you, just to sum it up. We should win though, because it's the same for both teams. But yeah, the reason why we're scoring so quickly is because the pitch is stopping and it just looks sticky and wet and spongy. It's just not nice to foul. It looks like a village pitch, to be honest with you. It's the kind of thing that I'd get on a Saturday playing cricket when they haven't prepared the pitch properly. That's a good shot from Hafiz, is it? No, it's not straight to the fielder. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Hafiz, 5 off 9. Now, we had Mohammed Hasnain saying you shouldn't be playing it in the air unless it's super full. He actually got to the pitch of that one. Didn't get enough of it, though. He didn't get enough of it, Mohammed Hafiz, and he's hit that straight to the man at deep mid on. That is a really, really poor way to get out at this point in time. And Mohammed Hafiz should be thinking to himself, what am I doing? Oh dear. Mohammed Hussein says, you think based on current form, Quinny is better than either one of Yanman Milan or Aidan Markram? Because I don't. Yeah, but Quinton de Kock walked into the team, man. Mohammed Hussein, I get what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's got credits in the bank. Quinton de Kock is probably, after AB de Villiers, is probably the most talented player South Africa have in terms of raw talent. So they're going to back him to the hill. He'll play the whole World Cup. He won't, unless he gets injured, he will play every single match for South Africa in the World Cup. Simple as that. Real Joseph says, I'm fine, thank you. Just woke up, Pakistan going slowly at the moment. Yeah, true. Also, actually, sorry, as well, Mohammed saying, to make a point about this, is Quinton de Kock is a much better player of spin than Aidan Markram and Yanman Milan. That is a crucial factor for the pitches in India. Yanman Milan and Aidan Markram are scoring runs in South Africa. It's quite irrelevant, really, for the T20 World Cup in India, isn't it? Scientific Idea says, until Barbara is there, things are okay. We'll see. He says, but if he does get out, it'll be a problem in this pitch, yeah. Danish Aziz is in. Good little flick shot there to start off with for a single. Good to get off the mark straight away. Mohammed Hussein says, it's a terrible pitch for T20 internationals. It is. It's crazy. Mohammed Hussein says, never seen this slower pitch. Well, yeah. Dude, it's slower than the UAE pitch. Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. 57 for 3 off 12. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video. It really does help the channel grow. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, helps the channel grow. Thank you very much. You're legends. And keep on coming with the questions, liking them. Scientific Idea says, de Kock and Bavuma will open if ABD returns in the squad. If he does not, then Markram will open and Bavuma will bat 3. I think no matter what happens, Bavuma will open. Now, the reason why I say that is because Bavuma averages 50 plus opening and has a strike rate of 170. He will definitely open, I think, Bavuma. He's the captain as well, so he'll bat where he wants to bat. And, oh, that's close. That's really close. Darish Aziz is looking pretty interesting, to say the least, I think, at the moment. He's struggling a little bit on that second ball. And Bob Rosam is going just under on a ball, 35 or 36. And, yeah. Satar says, do you think AB de Villiers will be back? Yes, I do. I think he will be back. I think he will be back. I think he's made himself available, and Mark Boucher is the coach and their mates, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, he'll be back. And you know what? No, fair enough. I think he should probably play one series beforehand because it's a bit unfair on the other players otherwise. Just have him come in. But he's done a lot for... They should have reviewed that. That's him on the back leg. They should have reviewed that, by the way, against Danish Aziz. That would have been out. I'm pretty sure that's out. But yeah, AB de Villiers is a beast of a player. So they've got a damn good team, South Africa. Don't count them out, by the way. Van der Dussen, Du Plessis, Miller, AB de Villiers if he comes back in, de Kock, Jan Milan, Markram, Bavuma. How do they fit everyone in? Klaassen? Crazy. Got a good side. Mohammed says, Aidan Markram scored a century in Pakistan, so I feel he has definitely improved in his spin playing ability. But that's in test matches. I'm talking about in limited overs. It's different. It's different, Mohammed Hussein. It's very, very different. He says Bavuma and Queenie opening will not be as dominating as Aidan Markram and Yann Milan. I think in India it will be. That's what I'm trying to explain. The conditions play a huge part. Yann Milan and Aidan Markram got out to Mohamed Nawaz quite a bit, if you have a look. They got out to him quite a bit. Now imagine Mohamed Nawaz in India. It would be a nightmare. So I think that's the difference. And it's funny because I had the opinion like you, and I got a bit carried away, but then I had to reel myself in a little bit and say, like, the pitches in South Africa are so different to the pitches in India. So different. Different conditions, different players. 61 for 3 off 13 overs. And Pakistan are, it's an interesting position to say the least. Scientific Idea says Quinton, Markram, AB, Rassi, Klaassen, Miller, Lind, Morris, Rabada, Nortje, Tahir. Tahir's retired. He won't be in there. So it'll be Shamsi instead. Markram, I think Markram will probably be in the squad. He's also Scientific Ideas. Bavuma's the captain. He's definitely going to be in the side. Bavuma's the captain. So there's no way he's not going to be in the side. So I think he'll be, as I'll just keep this up, I think it'll be Quinton de Kock, Bavuma, 3 Rassi van der Dussen, 4 AB de Villiers. I think it'll probably be like that. 5, they've got Duplessis as well, by the way. Bloody hell, would they play him? I think they would. So Klaassen, a bit harsh. Yes, say Quinton de Kock. Bavuma. I'm going to go Duplessis, Rassi van der Dussen. AB de Villiers at 5, but he'll float, right? Like if you have 7 overs left, you put him in above whoever. You just put him in. And Miller, I agree. Lind, Morris, I think if they're going to play him, then although I guess it'll be between him and Mulder or Feliqueo, I guess. Rabada, Nortje, and Shamsi, because Tahir is retired. Don't forget the South Africa bowlers; they are really good. Yeah, they are. They are good. He said, "This is the best South Africa team, in my opinion. I know this will not happen, though." Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean Imran Tahir's retired, but the others they could play. I just don't. Obviously, because Baboon was captain, he won't. Hamza Stain says Miller shouldn't bat any lower than 5. I disagree. I think he's a very good finisher, so I think you have him at 6, and again you can float. But he's actually quality at 6. He is your archetypal finisher, so I think he has to be at 6. Thing is, they've got so much batting. Like Van der Dussen scores at 180 at least. Scientific Idea says Tahir is still very, very good. He is. Shamsi's not elite in my opinion. He's not elite yet. No, I agree. He's not elite. He's world class. It's funny because he is the number 1 T20 international ranked bowler, which you probably don't even know, which is crazy to think about. But he's a good player. As a wrist spinner, I think in India as well, he'll get wickets. I think he's still got a way to go to be elite. He needs to be very consistent for a number of years. But I would say he's world class, but he's not elite, if that makes sense. That's where I stand with Shamsi. Very dangerous bowler and has a lot of good energy as well. But Imran Tahir Imran Tahir was good for a number of years, wasn't he? Unbelievable talent. Only 4 off this over. Mohammed Hussain says Shamsi is so underrated. I mean, the guy's the best T20 international bowler. Yeah, he is. He's the top ranked bowler, to be fair. So I think there needs to be respect put on his name. As I said, he's world class. I don't think he is elite. He says he's done well against Pakistan too. Yeah, for the most part, he did. Although in some games he got slapped a little bit. But yeah, he did pretty well. 66 for 3 off 14 overs even, sorry. Pakistan are struggling here massively, by the way. We might not get this. We need, hold on. What do we need? Mate, 53 off 6 overs. What? We're going to lose this. We're actually going to lose this. We need 53 off 6 overs. We need to be going at 9s, just under 9 over. We're going to lose this match. I'm telling you. We're going to lose this match. We need a big, big over. We need like a 15 run over or something crazy. We're going to lose. I'm telling you. We're going to lose this match. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Absolute carnage. 9 over on this pitch. Good luck. Danish Aziz is 6 off 9. Bob Rosman 38 off 40. We're going at less than a run of ball. What's going on? Hurry it up. What? Crazy. Oh, let's see anyway. So Tart says, can you pick 4 teams who might win the World Cup? Yeah, I can do that. India, New Zealand, England. The fourth one is difficult. I think the fourth one, I like to say Pakistan, but realistically, I don't know. Forget we can be good in tournaments. If I look at the difference, I would say West Indies. If West Indies come in full strength, which it looks like they will, I mean they're going to open up with Endell Simmons and Elvin Lewis. That's pretty damn good. Then Gale at 3. Then you've got Pollard. You've got Dre Russell. You've got Hetmeyer. You've got Pooran. You've got flipping Darren Bravo at like 9. Sorry, Dwayne Bravo. Sorry, even at 9. What the heck? Seriously, what the heck? Crazy, absolutely crazy. West Indies, I'll say, yeah, 4. That'll be my 4th team. I think Australia not strong enough, if I'm being honest with you, but who knows? They're a good tournament team as well. Sri Lanka as well, probably not strong enough, but again, they're a good tournament team, and in the subcontinent they might be good. Afghanistan are the dark horses for me. They're the real dark horses. But Pakistan, I'd like to say they're in my top 4, but I don't think they are. I'm going to say Mohammed Hasnain says, okay, we should start to panic now. Yes, we should. I don't know what is going on, but we are struggling like hell. This is crazy. If we lose this, I'm going to end up having another rant. And Bob Razum tries to go on one knee and swing that away to the leg side boundary, but it's an inside edge down to the man at 45. Only a single. We are struggling like hell. Scientific Idea says, in modern T20 cricket, we are seeing a lot of spin hitters in middle overs, like Pooran, Morgan, etc. I don't think Shamsi would survive against them on flat tracks. But they'll turn in India, though. They'll turn. I think he'll get them. Pooran's being rubbish, by the way. I don't think Pooran's particularly good in T20s. He's a good ODI. He's a fantastic ODI player. Look at his record. T20s is okay. I mean, I think Milan should be playing for Kings 11 Punjab instead of Pooran. I mean, Milan is quality. Milan is damn good. Pooran scored what, like 5 runs in like 5 games or something. Again, didn't even watch the IPL, but I've heard about it. So Darren Milan is unbelievable. Scientific Idea says Rashid Khan, Adil Rashid, Imran Tahir, etc. all elite. Yeah, I would say also Zampa. I'd say Zampa's elite as well. I'd put him up there. I think Zampa's damn good. 47 need off 30 balls. We're going to lose this. I can't believe this. This is actually crazy. Scientific Idea says Chahal used to be elite, but he's lost his form. You know what? I'm going to be a bit harsher. I never thought he was elite. Never. I thought he was world class. Never thought he was elite. Muhammad Hussain says Scientific. Shamsi has performed at international level. Plus on Indian pitches, he'll be a monster. I don't know. See, man. Let's see. Yeah, I'm of the opinion that he might do well in India, but I guess it depends, because then also some of the players who are used to playing in Indian pitches and playing in spin, they might find it easier to play against them because they're used to it. Who knows? Scientific Idea says, and we've got Jongwei's back on. Bloody hell, it's not good. Hussain, he will be a monster in Chennai and Delhi, but not in Mumbai and Bangalore. Interesting. Oh, that's a good slow ball. Pulled away by Danish Aziz. That should be 1. That's going to be out. That's going to be out. Oh, lucky. If that was a good throw, that's a run out. That's a really poor throw. They were going to be gone. That's 2 runs, but that would have been gone. Crazy running. Fazan Khan says, this World Cup is going to depend on what teams can best exploit the conditions. I agree. 100%. 1,000,000% Fazan Khan. Mohammed Hussain says, we need Hassan Ali. Yeah. We need someone to just come in and whack a few 6. Has there even been a 6 scored in this innings? I mean, I don't think there has been, you know. I'm going to check. I don't think there has been. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my God. I don't think there hasn't been. What the heck? This is a T20 game. So there are only 2 6s scored by Zimbabwe. And hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7 fours and 2 sixes, by the way, by Zimbabwe. We've had 6 fours and no sixes by Pakistan. This is like a test match. What's going on? This is crazy, man. This is absolute carnage. So Tark says Poran got a diamond duck. Yeah, there you go. So no more Dakoli, more Poran, as you would say. Poran is not that good against high pace, but he destroys spin. I think he's probably got good ability against spin, but he's not in particularly good form at the moment, is he? I don't know. Poran is a good player, but I rate Milan more, if I'm being honest with you. Mohamed Staines, at the moment anyway, on current form and like just last 2 years, Daud Milan has been so good. Like he needs to be playing. I don't know why he's not. He's the number 1 T20 batsman ranked in the world. Ridiculous. I rate Shamsi more than Rashid Khan. I don't agree. Rashid Khan only does well against minnows. That's a bit harsh. He's good. In T20s, he's a beast. In T20s, he's a beast. In ODIs, I'd say in T20s he's elite. In World Cup, in T20s he's elite. In ODIs he's world class, and in Test matches he's good at the moment. That's how I would class it. The longer the format, the less effective he becomes, but he's improving still. I think he will be elite in ODIs as well at some point. Mohamed Hussain says, Arthur Rashid and Zampa are simply the best bowlers in limited overs. I think if you're talking about both, if you're talking about T20s and ODIs, I agree. I would say that for me, they're the best leg spinners, but I can see why someone will also talk about Rashid Khan, to be honest. Scientific Idea says, saying Rashid is a generational talent. His stats against all teams are equally good. It's only that he plays minnows more, and that's because he plays Afghanistan, to be fair, so it's a bit unfair, isn't it? Oh, no, that's out. Oh, my God. We've lost this match. Babar Azam tries to go over the infield at cover, and it goes straight to deep cover, and we've got this shoe celebration. What is that all about? But it doesn't matter. He's picked up a huge wicket. Babar Azam goes for, oh, my God, 41 of 44. What is going on? This is absolute carnage. Oh, my God. What am I watching? This is oh no, we're gonna lose. Rant incoming. Although I don't really know what to say because this pitch is just crazy, but we shouldn't be losing still. Like I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I'm in awe at the moment of what's going on. This is just crazy, absolutely crazy. Seriously, absolutely crazy. Mohammed Hasnain says, "Dude, Rashid Khan was rubbish in the World Cup 2019." Yeah, he wasn't fantastic, was he? That's what I was saying in ODIs. I think he's still a work in progress. Still very good. So Tark says, when will the world decode Rashid Khan? He's been around for a couple of years now. The issue with him is he's got very quick action, so it's quite difficult to pick him. I don't actually think people will be able to pick him, if I'm being honest with you. As in, I don't think people will be able to play him super well. I think it's quite hard. I'm not sure how you do it, really. I guess it's just facing him over and over and over and over again, but even then people seem to struggle. So, and I think he's very clever. He continues to develop. Someone like Ajantha Mendez, I felt like he was really good, and then people figured him out. But whilst people were figuring him out, he didn't keep on developing his game. Whereas someone like Rashid Khan, he continually tries to improve. That's what I've noticed anyway. Scientific Idea says these guys need to hit a few boundaries now. You don't want to chase 30 with 3 overs left on this track, mate. That's going to happen. He says a horrible wicket, to be honest, to talk about it. But look, again, I mean, it's the same for both teams, though. So it's just shocking. It's just, I can't believe it. Okay, I'm going to update the scorecard if I can stop myself from raging out. 79 for 4 of 16 overs. So we need, that's crazy. We need 40 or 4 overs. Oh my days, this is crazy. Mohammed Hussain says, I'm not saying that just because of the England match. I'm saying it's because of all the matches. Yeah, that's fine. I think you're talking about Rashid Khan, aren't you? Yeah, I mean, that's all right. Mohammed Hussain says that 17-run Danish Aziz over is really haunting us. Yeah, man. Scientific Idea says Rashid bowls 100 kilometers per hour, so you have to pick him from the hand, but he keeps coming up with new grips to disguise his balls. Yeah, he almost hides the ball as he's coming in, and it's such a quick action that it's so hard to pick it from the hand. They showed so here in the UK, for anyone that does remember, Marcus Trescothick, the former England opener. So they did a video with Sky, and Rashid Khan was bowling to him. It was a couple of years back actually now, and he was playing for a county here, Sussex, Rashid Khan, in the T20 Blast, which is a domestic T20 competition here. And they showed Rashid Khan bowled like 6 deliveries to Marcus Trescothick, and he just struggled so much. The first one he managed to hit away, and then after that he just couldn't hit him off the square. And he's like, "How do you hit the first one?" He said, "I think it was just luck." And he just said the action's so quick, and he bowls so like quickly to you in the hand, like you can't pick it from the hand. Oh my god, that's gonna be out. Oh my god, what am I watching? Fazan Khan says, once again, I find myself hoping for Asif Ali to do well, and Asif Ali has just got out for 1 off 2. And this is why Muhammad Hussain says, I trust Hassan Ali more than Asif Ali. Now, why are you going to drop Haider Ali is beyond me. But then to drop him and then for Asif Ali to get out for 1 off 2 is just crazy. And why are people not learning that this is a slow surface? And the pull on this, you really have to wait for it. Oh my god, as far as hitting is concerned, yeah. And he's just gone for 1 of 3 balls. So he's just soaked up 3 deliveries, which we really needed. And he's only got 1 run. So Pakistan are getting absolutely destroyed here. I can't believe I cannot believe this actually. I really can't. This is just absolute carnage of the highest order. Thank you very much, guys, as well for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video. It really does help the channel to grow. So please do so. And of course, please do remember to subscribe as well. Again, really does help the channel to grow. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in as well. This is just absolute carnage, by the way. And you're all legends as well. Of course, I should have said that, shouldn't I? Because you're right. Pakistan are going to lose this, by the way. Just going to put it out there. Normally, I'm pretty optimistic with this kind of stuff, but I called it about, I think, 14 overs gone. I called it, so yeah. Scientific Idea says Rashid Khan should be celebrated. He is the greatest cricketer from a non-colonial nation in history, a historical figure for our sport. I agree. Think about it, right? He's come from Afghanistan, a war-torn country, and he's ripping it up at world stage. Now, whatever your thoughts are on like whether he isn't particularly good against certain teams, like his stats are unbelievable, and the fact that he rips it up and is seen as this incredible bowler on the international stage is just props to him. Seriously, unbelievable. He's come from this like crazy situation in Afghanistan. He's never played in Afghanistan, like at home internationally, and he's just dealt with it, and he's unbelievable, man. Seriously, he's just I would love to do an interview with him with Rashid Khan because I just think he would be amazing to get his insight. It really would be. Like Ashad has a similar view to Mohammad Hussain. Like he thinks he's a bit overrated as well. He says I think again like he performs very well against the so-called lower teams, but maybe against the higher teams. And I can understand maybe why that, in some cases that is the case, like in ODIs especially. In T20s, I think he's a beast. And also, I think he needs to have the chance to play against them, so it's quite tough, isn't it? Again, like it's similar with Pakistan. Like we don't always play the top teams, so then how are you going to prove that you can beat the top teams if you can't play them? It's simple as that. Muhammad Hussain says Asif Ali should be banned from international cricket. Yeah, I said he's not international standard. I really like him. He seems like a really nice guy. Very good domestically, fantastic, but just not good enough for Pakistan. That's my thoughts. Scientific Idea says they had to kill the chase in the power play, but it's so hard to do so on this track. I just think what we did was we were going up 4 and over, thinking, oh, it'll be fine. We'll just accelerate. How are you going to accelerate on this track? You need to be going at 6 and over at the start, get ahead of the rate. So I agree with you. And killing the power play doesn't even mean going at 10 and over. It just means going at 4 5. By the way, this is unbelievable bowling from Ngarava. He's bowling cutters and slower balls, and it's completely bamboozling for Fahim Ashraf here, who's now 0 off for 2. And Danish Aziz is 14 off 17. I literally have no idea what we're going to do. Genuinely, I'm baffled. I will update the scorecard in a bit after these adverts. One of the things is scientific. Rashid is good, but not Shane Warne. No one's Shane Warne, though, man. No one Shane Warne. Shane Warne, you've got Morley and Shane Warne, and like no one touches them. I'm being honest with you, no one touches them. No one. So Dark says, I agree. Rashid Khan is a lone wolf in the team. If he gets a few more players who can back him up with a bat and ball, they might disappoint a few teams. I think they've got some of those players now. I think they've got some of those players. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't sleep on them. So, by the way, that was 2 off that over. 2 runs off that over. So we need to be going at 10s. That's 2 off that over. That's some really good slow balls and cutters, but we are swinging wildly. We need 38 off 18 balls. We're going to lose this and lose this horribly. And you know what? I'm really not looking forward to Pakistan getting trolled on social media. But look, man, I'll just have to take it like a man. I mean, to be honest, they've got Majib, who I think is quality. They've got Mohamed Nabi, really good player. They've also got. Let's pull that away. They've also got what's his face, Case Ahmed, the leg spinner, who actually I don't think even gets picked because they've got so many good spinners, but he's a good leg spinner as well. They've also got a couple of good bats as well. I've forgotten his name. Gulbaz, this youngster, looked quality, and they've got a couple of others. Right, okay. Mohammed Hussain says we batted poorer than Zimbabwe. How did Danish Aziz and Usman Gardner concede more than a run a ball? Danish Aziz is a part-time bowler, so you can't expect him to do it. That's a fantastic shot from Danish Aziz, but that's fantastic fielding. Is he going to run away? No, it's not. That's unbelievable fielding by the way. Zimbabwe have been a beast in the field. That is wow. Wow. Scientific ideas. So I think they can disappoint anyone if they get a spinning track. I agree. That's what I think. I genuinely think they're dark horses, and their batting is improved. But again, I say the batting is improved. The batting is improved against Zimbabwe. But then I say that, but we're about to lose to Zimbabwe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Scientific idea says, have you seen the young Afghan opener Rahmatullah Gurbaz? Yeah, he looks very damn good, by the way. And he's not just a slogger; like he can play proper shots. I really rate him. He says, yeah, and he says I also had high hopes for Hazratullah Zezai. Yeah, he looks okay. He looked pretty good as well. Good start. They've got a few good. They've got I completely forgot the captain, Oscar Afghan as well. He's a damn good player. He's a good player, good bat, good finisher. They've not got a bad team. They've not got a bad team. Trust me. I reckon they can beat anyone their day. I genuinely think they can. The reason I say that is because the World Cup's going to be in India. If it wasn't, if it was like Australia is the year after, I think they've got no chance. As in, I genuinely think they will struggle a lot. But here they'll be okay. Also, they've got a Seymour rounder as well. I've forgotten his name. It's Oscar Afghan's brother, but his surname is not Afghan. It's something else. But anyways, meanwhile, we're just racking up dot balls. Beautiful. Pakistan are just like, we need to go at 10 and over. Let's just score at below a runner ball. Oh my god, this is crazy. I can't believe what I'm watching, to be honest with you. I genuinely cannot believe what I'm watching. Yeah, see, so Scientific Ideas said at the start that the win was in the bag at the halfway point, and I said, let's see. I did say I thought, yeah, we should win it, but I said, look, let's see. Pakistan make it hard for themselves, blah, blah, blah. We're going to lose this. So starting to think the W is out of Misbah's bag. Bloody hell. Homeless State says, wow, we are actually losing. Yep, this is amazing. This is just, Sasha says, I can't even be asked to get annoyed. Do you know, the pictures being, but the thing is, right, okay, this is what I mean. Like, I will be talking about the pictures in my review, but at the end of the day, it's the same for both teams. So to lose is just us being rubbish. Scientific Idea says, has anyone hit sixes today? So for Zimbabwe, they only hit 2 sixes. One was John Dre, who hit a paddle off Hasnain, and the other one was Chakabva, which was a 6. Pakistan have not hit a single 6. Not a single 6. And only 2 from Zimbabwe. Crazy. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel grow. Thank you very much. You're all legends. And of course, hit the notification bell as well to make sure you get alerted to all the new videos as we're in the innings break and we're going to get apps. I can't believe this. We need 87 for 5 of 18 overs. I'll get to the comments. Keep them coming. Let's keep on having a moan about Pakistan because we're rubbish. People saying we're going to make the semis of the World Cup, and then we're losing. Oh my days! Haras Archer said we all agree Arswali should never be in the team, right? Yeah, of course, 100%. Arswali should not be an international player. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I agree. But look, okay, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I agree with you 100%. But you cannot just blame Arswali. In fact, I don't think you can really blame him at all. It's just been crazy. Honda Stain says absolutely. He says, "Hey Fazan, what is going on? Have Zimbabwe bowled exceptionally well, or have Pakistan batted exceptionally bad? Or the conditions are bowler friendly, or all the above?" Conditions have been bad, but again, as I said, it's the same for both teams. Pakistan batted way too slowly at the start. We were going in like 4 and over. We were just really struggling. And to be honest, Zimbabwe have bowled quite well as well. I have to be honest, they have. So all of the above, all of the above. Ajal. Scientific Idea says, "Don't hate on Asif Ali today's loss is not on him." It's not. Agreed. That's a good shot, but that's straight to the man. My gosh. Tried to go for 6 because he had to. That's out. This is just. Keep my cool. It's all good. It's all good. I'm fasting as well. It's Ramadan. Be patient. It's all good. It's fine. Everything happens for a reason. At least we're not going to lose to Zimbabwe in the World Cup, hopefully. Oh my god. Anyways, Mohamed Hasnain, it is the same pitch for both teams. Exactly. Caught at wide mid on, and Fahim Ashraf has gone 2 or 5. 2 or 5. Crazy, man. Do you think Pakistan can pull it off at this stage? They are only 5 wickets down. So, Dark, like I'm telling you now, you cannot get 10 and over on this track at any point. I'm telling you now. They should have been going at 5, 6 and over at the start, and it would have been easy. 6 and over at the start, it would have been easy. But instead, we got trapped. What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? That's all I'm going to say. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. You're legends for doing so. Pakistan are about to get completely destroyed here. Usman Khazer is coming in. We need 32 off 11 balls. Crazy. Scientific Idea says Pakistan should have read the pitch and tried to kill the chase in the power play. Yeah, I agree. I think, and look, and like you said, and as I said as well, I think king the pitch doesn't necessarily mean going 10 and over because I don't think you can. I think it means going at 6, 7 and over. And I said that at the start, and I remember saying vividly, hold on, is that 6? That's 4. Even that's a full toss, and he's trying to hit that for 6. And it's a couple of bounces, 4. That's probably too little too late, though. 28 off 10 needed now, I think. Yeah. Horace said today is not on him. No way, Jose. It's not. So Tata says, I know the pitch is difficult, but you got to support your team. Agreed? No. Who's not supporting their team? I support their team. I just know that we're not going to win. I've got to be realistic, so Dark, man. I've got to be realistic. Just got to take the loss and move on, man. That's what it is. Take it. Take all the and I know we've got a lot of Indian fans in here, and you guys are all cool, but there's going to be a lot of Indian fans who hate Pakistan on social media trolling us, but it's all good. Charles says Pakistan were chasing 118 and they needed 32 from 2. What the heck is going on? It's just craziness, man. Absolute craziness. Haris Asha says, where's Hassan Ali when you need him? Or resting him, which we should be. Mohammed Stain says, this is atrocious stuff. Yeah. We have to take the loss as going to a decider. Yeah. He says, crazy. 4, and he goes, Danish Aziz. Didn't Danish Aziz hit his last ball 6 in one of the domestic games to win the match? Yeah. He did. In fact, Danish Aziz had this ridiculous knock, but again, the pitch is just damn hard. Like we've left, it's too much to do late on. He's swung that away this time. It's bounced in front of the fielder. That'll be 2. Well, that's out. That's gone. He's gone. I tried to run 2. He's gone. And Zimbabwe is celebrating, and rightly so, because this is just carnage. What is going on? Oh my days, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're getting polaxed. We're getting absolutely polaxed here. This is crazy. Crazy. I can't believe what's going on, seriously. Genuinely. We're jogging. He's jogging. He jogged the first run. What are you doing? Danish Aziz has he jogged the first run, and I was like, "Hold on, oh, 2-2," and then like, what? What? What are you doing? Why are you jogging for? What are you jogging for? Someone please explain to me what's going on, because this seems crazy. 27 or 8 balls needed. We're gonna lose this so badly. Oh my god. Is this one of the most embarrassing performances? Yeah, I think it's up there. Extreme conditions and terrible innings management from Pakistan. Yeah, agreed. I just can't deal, man. Can't deal. I cannot deal with this right now. Genuinely. 92 for 7 off 18.4 overs. And it's just crazy. Oh, it's just crazy, boys. Absolutely crazy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Pakistan are getting destroyed here. So I think it's a big upset, and it's always good for the game when one of the winners wins. I agree. Horace says, you're going to watch the Masvidal fight on Sunday? No. Not a massive fan of UFC. I'm watching the boxing. There's a boxing show on BT. Denzel Bentley versus Felix Cash. Will be watching that though. Okay, right. So that's another dot ball. Great. So Tart says you're being too tough on them. It happens. It's overseas conditions. It happens. Okay, I'll tell you what, Sultan. I think the thing is, if it was the first game and we lost it, I would actually say fair enough. I think it's the fact that it's the second game and now we should have adapted to the conditions. That's what's disappointing. The pitch is definitely harder to bat on, agreed. But what I would say is that they bat on the same pitch and we're supposed to go, that is a huge six. Who the heck hit that? That's Horace Rolfe. What? My days. 20 off 7 needed. We're not going to do it, but it's fine. We can't blame the pitch. They bat on the same pitch, agreed. They bat on the same pitch. Bat on the same pitch. 20 off 7 needed. That 6 does help, but I mean, I don't think we're going to do it still, but who knows, man. If we do it, this will be a ridiculous win, by the way. It's ridiculous in the sense that we were in such a bad position. They're finding a new ball because I think the ball's got lost somehow. I don't know how, but yeah. Guys in the stream, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel to grow. Thank you very much for doing so. You're all legends. That is such a slog as well for 6, but it is what it is. Scientific Idea says it's not over yet. It's not mathematically over, but yeah. I mean, I called it on the 14th over. I said we'd lose, but let's see. It'd be great if we can just come back. I don't have to endure the trolling that is definitely awaiting Pakistan if we lose this match. That's for sure. Oh, good slow ball from Musrabani, and Horace Rolfe looks to run a single, but that won't be a single. And I think that is the over done. We need 20 off the last over. Look, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. We got 12 off that over, which was pretty good. But I mean, again, too little, too late. I think probably. Let's see, man. We need a tail enders to hit sixes. Crazy. We need Hassan Ali, but Mohamed Hosseini needs to be rested, man. He can't play him in every game. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. 1 over to go. Pakistan are in a complete state. Or dare I say Shahid Afridi? No, no. He'd sky up. If it was now, he'd sky up in the ball, sky the ball up. Sorry, straight up in the air and get caught. I hate when teams do this. Why is there a huge discussion? So the field. Thank you. Actually, Zimbabwe good. They just go on with it. Normally, like teams, they're like, okay, let's have a 5-minute discussion to set the field for this last over. No. Just get on with it. Come on. It's not hard. Osman Ghadir has a strike rate of 76. They don't need to set a massively good field for him. John Dre is on. Mohammed says, on this pitch is more than just impossible. It's not impossible, but it's damn hard. Oh no, run out. Run out. Yep. Oh, mix up, run out. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Horace Rolfe trying to get on strike, which is probably the right thing to do because we need him on strike because he seems like he can actually hit a little bit. But Osman Ghadir has got run out. So good start there. Dot ball and wicket. Good start for Pakistan. Really, really good. Osman Ghadir trying to swing away, which he needs to do. He was about to try and get back in his crease, then he realised, no, I've got to take one for the team because Horace Rolfe can bat and I can't. So, look, fine, fair enough. Right, 20 off 5 needed. We need 4 a ball. Well played, Zimbabwe. That's what I'm going to say. Scientific Idea says Horace can hit some sixes. Does not look like Osman can. Yeah, exactly. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You're all legends. It's 99 for 8 and 5 balls remaining now. Pakistan need 20. And Hariswar tries to swing away to the leg side again. Very good slow ball, just on that fourth stump line from John Jue, and that's another dot ball. 20 or 4 needed now, and Pakistan are looking down the barrel of defeat. Interesting, eh? Interesting. Wow. Oh, yeah. 99 for 8. 19.2 overs gone. Come on. Oh, man. This is going to be so painful to watch. Another dot ball. 20 off 3 needed. It's now mathematically impossible for Pakistan to win. Well played, Zimbabwe. Well played. Scientific Idea says, a good stream for Zan. Enjoyed the match and discussion. Have a good day. Thank you very much, Scientific Ideas. You too. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Do check out my my interviews if you're interested. Scientific Ideas, there's some good ones on there. Oh, this time. Oh, this is us out. Oh my days. This shoe celebration, what is it all about? But it's terrorizing us. The shoe celebration is terrorizing us. Oh. I may as well just end the stream now. There's 2 balls to go. We only need 20. Oh, just no. I can't. I almost don't want to watch this till the end. I genuinely, I don't want to do it. I'm just. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Do I want to do it? Fine, I'll do it. But I just. It's okay. It's only cricket, right? Doesn't matter. It's all good. We're all good. Right? 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 I don't know. I don't know. Okie dokes. Right, so. 2 balls left. That'll be straight up in the air. That should be out as well. It is. It's over now anyway. And John Jue is picking up. How many wickets has he picked up, man? He picked up 4. Mate, get your 5th. You got 1 ball left. Come on, mate. Why not? Why not? Right, fair play. Fair play to Zimbabwe. There's a reality check. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to go because I need to go anyway. But really well played to Zimbabwe. Very well played, Zimbabwe. If they do this ball very quickly, I will. Oh, they're taking too long. Oh, no, it's over. Oh, well played. Oh, we're all out. That's why. Well played, Zimbabwe. Really well played. I will do a review. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much.